I was listening to this message and it said that God is not looking at your life worrying about what's going to happen next because he knows the plan is greater than you could ever imagine. And that kind of hit me. That kind of hit me. Because I don't think God's worried, in my mind, okay, this is my mind before I heard that. In my mind, I don't believe God is worried about his plan. I believe he is worried whether or not I'm actually going to do what he wants me to, because I realize how hard-headed I can be, and I realize that I don't always listen to him. But that's the beautiful thing about God. The absolute best thing about God is he knows how hard-headed I am. He knows how many times it takes for me to listen, and so he already has that factored into my plan. And there's been so many times when looking back that I see how he was trying to reach out to me. And looking back now, I realize that he knew I wasn't going to come to him. Those times he was reaching out for me and I didn't follow him. And this is something that's kind of helping me with my resentment towards myself. Because God had it planned to where he would be able to reach out to me as many times as he did, to where I answered at the time that he needed me to answer. Let me put this in perspective for you. Say it's a 24-hour day, right? And for God's plan, I need to start working by 10 o'clock, right? 10 o'clock in the morning. But he knows that I'm not going to answer until after 3 calls. So that's when he starts calling me at 4 o'clock in the morning. Of course, I don't answer. It takes 3 times. He then calls me at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't answer. Again, it takes 3 times. He then waits until 9 o'clock in the morning to call me a 3rd time when he knows that I will answer. So that way I can get to work at 10. God knows you in that way. God knows it's going to take you 3 times. So he will continue to call you until that 3rd time comes, and he will make sure to do it in a way that you will get up and work at the time that you're supposed to. Does that mean that you need to be ignoring God because you're like, oh, it takes me 3 times? No. If we can work on it and get better at answering God's call, we need to do that. But having this perspective really helped me on my guilt about not answering the calls. When looking back now that I can see the calls, it's helped me with the guilt of not answering those calls. And so realize that God has a plan for you. God has you in mind. God knows you in and out, okay?